Thank you very much, Dr. Kaku. It's a pleasure to be here with you. Why did you accept to participate in a conference like this?
Well, I'm a physicist. We believe in things that are testable, reproducible, and falsifiable. Now the tide is turned because traditionally scientists would giggle and laugh talking about flying saucers and UFOs. The burden of proof was on the believers. Prove it. Give me the evidence. Show me. Now the burden of proof has shifted to the government and the military. Now they have to prove that these sightings are not from outer space and another civilization. Several things have happened. First, we have videotapes. Videotapes taken by United States Navy pilots that are testable. We can now see and calculate how fast they move, how fast they can zigzag, what is the altitude. We know the parameters of these objects now. We didn't have that before. And so this means that the burden of proof has shifted. Now the military, the government has to prove that they are not from another planet. Now, they still might be hypersonic test vehicles. Russia, the United States, and China, all three countries are experimenting with hypersonic vehicles, but that's a big question mark. The other possibility is that, who knows, maybe they are evidence of visitation.
All this evidence of visitation, what do you think of it?
I think we have to be open to the possibility because of the fact that we have now discovered 4,000 exoplanets orbiting other stars. On average, tonight, when you look in the sky, on average, every single star has a planet going around it. And in fact, in the galaxy, we can now do a census. We now realize that there are over 1 billion planets that are Earth-like in our own backyard. So to assume that we are the only ones, I think is a bit presumptuous when there are literally billions of Earth-like planets orbiting other stars. That's also a game changer. So I think the tide has turned. Now people are open to the idea that yes, maybe there are civilizations in space. After all, the universe is 13.8 billion years old. 13.8 billion years old. How old is science? Science is 300 years old.
Well, if you consider from Galileo to now.
That's right. 300 years ago, we were all peasants, and we believed in books rather than doing experiments on the universe. So we have to be open to technologies beyond the conventional realm.
Can we learn from them if we start to studying them?
Well, we physicists have seriously analyzed the possibility of intelligence throughout the universe. How did we become intelligent, for example? We have eyes, we have thumbs and grasping ability, and we have a vocabulary, we have voice, we have language. Those are the three ingredients for intelligence. Now look at the Earth today, the animals on the planet Earth. How many of them have good eyesight, opposable thumb or a tentacle, and a large vocabulary? We're the only ones. However, in outer space, why can't we have alien civilizations that also have good eyesight, good grasping ability, and a language? That's the prerequisite to create an intelligent civilization.
You mentioned the number of planets, that the possibility, according to National Geographic, it could be 40 billion planets that could be like Earth. And these really could harbor many civilizations out there.
That's right. Realize that since the universe is 13.8 billion years old, civilizations could have risen and fallen many times in the past, and we wouldn't even know about it. That's how primitive we are. Now, I have friends of mine, physicists, who search for signals from outer space, but it's very primitive. We look at radio signals, but maybe civilizations don't use radio. Maybe for us, radio is old-fashioned already, but that's what we look for. And so we realize that we're just beginning. We're just beginning to confront the possibility that there are intelligent civilizations out there. And so all these are questions that were around for decades, but now the tide has shifted. Now, like I said, the burden of proof is no longer on the believers to prove that they're extraterrestrial. The burden of proof is on the government to prove that they're not extraterrestrial.
It is time to invest on that?
I think so. With a fraction of the money we spend on a battleship, we could definitely explore the physics and the engineering behind these things. See, this is a question of national security. Why do we have armies? Why do we have navies? Why do we have air forces? For security. But what happens if we bump into a civilization more advanced than us? That's a security question.
But difficult they do something to us. They would have done it long ago, I think.
Yeah, I think that's an important point. They could be dangerous, they could be rapacious, they may want to conquer us, but I think not, because if they're that advanced, they've already been here, they already decoded our language, they know our culture, and as a consequence, they haven't bothered to take us over. So I think for the most part, they're going to be peaceful, because what do we have to offer them? Gold? I mean, for them, gold could be useless. It's just a yellow mineral. That's all it is for them. What do they want? Water? There's plenty of water in outer space. What do they want? There's nothing that we have that they can't get by going to Mars. An uninhabited planet where there's nobody to worry about, plenty of resources to plunder if they want, and so we have nothing to offer them for them to want to conquer us.
Why are they here? If they are here, why would they be here?
Well, we physicists have looked into the question of how to best explore the galaxy. In the movie 2001, you remember that there was on the moon an object.
Yes.
An object that scanned the solar system, looking for intelligent life, and it reproduced itself, made copies of itself, and shot into other distant moons. That is like a virus. A virus is just one molecule that colonizes your entire body in 2 weeks, and you start to sneeze and cough. That's amazing. So we shoot these viruses, and these intelligent civilizations can shoot these viruses called von Neumann probes to reproduce on moons and to scatter throughout the universe. So in other words, on our moon, there could be an object left over from a passing Type 3 civilization, because that's the most efficient way to explore the galaxy.